That's what happens. That's where your bacon comes from. That's standard practice around the world.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
That's what's considered humane.
That's cruel, G. I don't like that. That's really effective, man.
Oh shit, good birthday. That's my right ear.
I didn't watch cows. Let me watch cows.
I didn't fucking watch.
Is he shoving it up his ass? This is a sad one. So do we can eat something else?
The fuck?
Look what they do. Look, please.
Monthly. Yeah. That's the beer.
So you know free range chicken that's so-called nice in the shops, is that it?
That's pretty cool, What is that thing that they stick into?
It's a electrical thing. It just electricity fries their brain.
That's what a cool way to die, man.
But in terms of just standard practice that most dairy industries follow, artificial insemination, stuff like that. You know about that stuff?
Yeah, no, I've got lots of friends. I've worked on a farm.
Yeah.
I'm used to it, but
Not used to that.
I'm used to that kind of stuff, but not like that.
What do you think I was showing?
You're saying us how like factory meets cool.
So everything I showed you was standard practice. It's legal in New Zealand and around the world.
See, I'm not used to that stuff. I'm used to the pigs running around in the paddock free.
Yeah.
And then, you know,
That's the kind of idea you have in your head, eh?
yeah.
But when you go to Macca's, when you go to BK and you get bacon and stuff, it's the reality of it, eh?
Oh yeah, of course. Or like producing milk and shit. Fresh milk is the best. What the fuck? What are they doing to it? It's the calves, G. Why are they doing it like that? Because they gotta separate them. With their mums. They just have to separate them. After a few weeks, they separate them. It's actually all good. Like, why do they do that? For the best price meat. Like, best price meat. I swear to God, it's just for best price meat. It's actually all good. Like that bit's not, but it's all good. That's not. No, that's not. But
The thing with the dairy industry, the main aspect of cruelty for me, I would say it's not physically how they're treated, right? Because animals feel emotion, right? I don't think that. I think, any sentient species has the ability to feel emotion, and when with the dairy industry, the way they produce, the production lines work is that you need to be pregnant to produce milk.
Of course,
Taking their young away is damaging for some of them. It's scientifically proven that people can die from a lack of a will to live. And it's any sentient species is the same.
Yeah. To do that to anyone that has the capacity to feel pain would be inherently cruel.
And that's how the industry runs, is that they get these cows pregnant, and then most of the young is just shipped off to beef farms, grown to maturity, and then slaughtered. I can appreciate what you're trying to do, raising awareness.
that way, it's not the way that I do.
So do you think like when you're buying stuff around like when you're buying your food, do you think it's up to the same standard that you have when you were out in your farm? No?
I don't know that, but I'm just eating it.
You can like truly be against animal abuse while buying products that use animals like that? What do you think about it, the footage?
I didn't like the chickens, I didn't like the pigs, and how they've been treated, but I've always been like that. I've always free range, and they've been tortured, and
The reason you're eating that meat though?
to live, we don't have money to. But we don't need to eat meat to live. I know, but it's the way I'm brought up.
Yeah. Yeah,
I
yeah.
swear to God.
So it's like a personal choice you're making, right?
Well, it's a family choice, to be
Family
honest,
choice.
because my family's not rich. We've always had our own land, we've always had our own meat, we've always had our
Do you
own
think that you have to be rich to not eat meat?
No, not at all.
If we think about the cheapest foods, exactly.
I've never killed an animal.
You never. Why not?
I choose not to.
Why not?
My family does.
Yeah.
But when they tell me to do it, I just say no.
Why not?
I don't know. I wouldn't want that to be me getting my head cut off.
I mean, we
But it
have our
sounds
own
like you
free
guys are against animal abuse, right?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Of course not eating it, but at the same time when you see videos like that, you kind of think.
It makes us think more, like, you
Yeah,
know, what
exactly.
we're eating and where we're getting it from.
But let me ask you this: do you think that you can truly be against animal abuse while supporting industries that abuse animals?
No,
Yeah.
not at all.
Me personally, I've never harmed an animal or anything.
So there's probably something in your heart saying that you wouldn't
That's
want
wrong.
to do that to an animal, right?
Like I walked into a house once, one of my boys' houses, and like the Tongan family, and they got the kids to fully smash the pig up. And I heard the pig in there crying and that. And I cried there. I was only like 6 or 7. I walked out of the house.
What if you had the power to stop them from doing that?
I tried to,
Yeah.
but like they're just like, fuck, you know, it's a number.
You would want to do something to help the pig, eh?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I was traumatized when I was a kiddie.
Yeah. But what do you think about paying for that kind of stuff now, man?
I don't buy the meat. My mum does.
Yeah. Do you think there's any difference? Do you think there's any difference?
There's no difference.
Do you think if you don't buy the meat, then they're not gonna breed them like that? Eh? Like that. So I'll go through the thing of eggs, right? How you saw the males getting drugs into the blender.
Yeah.
The males are useless to the egg industry. They'll never lay
I've
eggs.
seen that, and then sometimes the chickens just get put in a grinder.
Yeah. That's what happens.
That's how it works.
Yeah, but that's what happens in free range situations as well as organic situations because they won't use the males. It's not profitable for them to do it because all they care about is the money. But when they put that label of free range on the packet, they're not doing it to make the animals feel better.
Yeah, they're making it to you feel better.
Yeah, exactly. What do you think you can do by yourself?
Probably trying to cut
support
down,
it?
find like other things that you can
Like alternatives,
eat. Yeah,
right?
alternatives that are similar, still taste good recipes.
Oh, it's called salt and pepper.
Yeah, but still, yeah.
That's true. If you've ever had raw, like cooked chicken breast without any
Yeah,
seasoning, it's horrible.
yeah, exactly.
You're gonna just avoid, like, if you're trying to avoid cruelty,
Yeah,
you probably want to go vegan, right?
yeah.
What do you think's like the biggest thing stopping you from
I
going
think
vegan?
the biggest thing stopping is the rest of the people. You know, and I think if everyone was on the bandwagon, then everything, you know, it would be more easier because it's
Yeah.
like, hey, what vegan food do you have? It tastes really good, right?
Yeah. Proving the fact of if it tastes good or not. Would you say that the animals deserve to be treated like this? So do you think?
They have feelings too.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, we'll take dogs and cats in as pets, but we call them pets because we only want to have them in our house.
Yeah.
You know, we want to. They're smaller, but what about, you know, the bigger they are, honestly, the bigger their feelings are.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So would you say that this is an issue of injustice?
Definitely, and I think people know it's there, people just don't want to face that fact of what they're eating and how they're eating it. Yeah.
So going back to like the solution, you said maybe we should like cut back and stuff. If you were to talk about any other injustice like child abuse or racism and sexism, would you say that we need to cut down on those things or eliminate it as soon as you realize it's wrong?
I think first cutting down on things is the biggest thing because when you put that stop there, people just see that stop and they're like, no, you know, but once you put the cut down, more, less, then more, like, I guess I can try that, you know?
Yeah.
I should be, yeah, I will admit, like, I don't because at the same time, again, I think I need it, I don't need it, I know I don't need it, but I think the hardest thing is when, you know, you're, like I said, you have a friend, they're eating it, and I guess that's more self-control too,
Yeah.
but at the same time, it's like, you need to put some heart and soul into it without having the meat and all that, you know, especially knowing that, like, because I have seen videos like that, and
Yeah.
it's not nice, you know, to know that.
But all of this because people want to eat nice food.
Yeah, but I think, okay, you'll do that to a cow, but will you do do that to your pet dog, you know, that has feelings, that has emotions, and I guess when you put them all together, you don't see that. You're just like, oh yeah, let's just live with them. I've got to go, sorry.
That's alright.
But
Thank you
it was
very much
so
for the
cool
conversation.
to meet you, and it was really nice. And honestly, now that I'm talking about it, I'm really shy, self-control.
I would just say like one last thing. You know, that thing with trying, if you were to just treat it like any other injustice, you wouldn't try to stop being racist. You wouldn't try to stop being like a child abuser or something. Yeah. I think if you really recognize that it's wrong, you'll just eliminate it.
Yeah.
And if you have that will to stop it, it's so easy.
Yeah.
It'll be the easiest thing you've ever done in your life. Alright, I'll let you go.
Okay.
Thank you so much for coming.
Bye.